What's up, everybody? It's Chase with Energy to Conquer. Today is day 24 on my experimental journey to more energy, more mental clarity, and just overall focus. If you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. If you find anything you like from this video, if you get anything from this, I would appreciate it. Just like the video, maybe leave me a comment. But let me ask you a question. Do you ever get stuck and don't know how to get the momentum going? Like you just kind of get in a rut and you can't figure it out? Of course you do. Like we all do, right? So today what I'm talking about is how you can get out of those ruts in easy ways. And really, when we get in a rut, we can't figure out how to get out, or we just feel helpless. We feel like we're out of control of the situation, like we completely don't know what to do. And so we get in this helpless state, this mental state where we can't get unstuck, you know. And one of the easiest things to do to get unstuck and create momentum when we find ourselves in those situations is to simply just pick one thing, one simple thing that you can do every day, and start doing that to create momentum. Just a little bit of momentum. Can't talk. Momentum. A little bit of momentum goes a long ways. And just pick one simple thing, something easy, something quick you can do. Do that one thing today. Commit to doing it for the next 7 days. Next 7 days, add something else. Next 7 days, add something else. Now you're doing 3 things. If you have been down this road before and maybe it's something that you're used to, or maybe you're not that stuck, maybe you can add 2 or 3 things. Whatever it is you need to do, just add something into your daily routine that you know will help get you unstuck, just to create a little bit of momentum. Geez, I can't talk today. Get a little bit of momentum to keep you moving forward. So for me, on this journey, one of the things I struggled with last week, my energy's up, but I've been having trouble sleeping at night because I go to sleep and then I wake up. And that's kind of what happens to me when I start getting on fitness routines and I start getting my energy up. I go through that phase every single time. So it's got my morning routines off. To be honest with you, they was off where I started. So I'm trying to get those back on track. And I tried, a couple times throughout the last couple weeks, and it just seems like, just either I was not sleeping good at night, so I'd end up sleeping in instead of getting up when I needed to get my morning routines going. And I would just, a couple days a week here and there, just random at best. But this week I'm completely committed to getting up and hitting my morning routines. And I go back, I talk about morning routines or morning rituals. You can go back and look at one of the older videos. You have to go back and look. I'm not sure which number it is, but this week has been committed to getting those going, because I know, one of the things that creates the energy for me is the momentum. Geez, I keep messing that word up today. The momentum of how I start the day. And if I start the day out behind in a reactionary state, like my momentum is negative starting out, right? Whereas I can have a positive momentum. I can just start the momentum of the day by controlling the things I can control to move me forward. And so my advice to you is, if you're stuck right now, or the next time you feel like you're stuck and you just can't get it going, all you have to do, it's really simple. Pick one thing and just start doing it every single day. I made a video called Don't Break the Chain. You can go look that up. That's a concept by Jerry Seinfeld. I'm not sure what day that one is either, but it's called Don't Break the Chain. So just go look on my channel, go look it up. But basically the concept is marking a red X on the calendar every day, and you use that to create momentum. Once you get enough momentum going with that, then I guess the fear of breaking that chain on the calendar with a big red X, like you can have so many of those connected, actually the red X's are going to be motivation for you to keep this going. It's going to create momentum for you. So you can go back, I did a whole video on that, but you can go back and check that one out. It's called Don't Break the Chain. Anyways, guys, if you're feeling stuck right now, pick something today that you can do and commit to doing it for the next 7 days. If you want to, pick 2 or 3 things. Just make it easy. Don't make it hard on yourself. Like whatever it is you feel like you're stuck doing, just say no more. This is what I'm going to do for the next 7 days, and commit to doing it and see how you feel. Because once you get 2, 3, 4 of those days under your belt, you're going to start creating momentum. So you might have to, work really hard to get that going for the first 2, 3, 4 days, but you're going to start building momentum. And then the more you do that, the more you're going to be able to get it going, and the easier it's going to be. Like the hardest part is going from 0 to 50. If you was going to pull a bus or a train, like the hardest part is getting it 0 to moving. But once you get that thing going 2, 3, 4 mile an hour, it's easy to increase it and get it up to 10, to get it up to 15, to get it up to 20. Right, the hardest part of a rocket, or the most fuel consumption for a rocket, is getting it off the ground. Once it gets that momentum, it gets going, right, that thing, it uses way less energy to maintain its speed than it does to get it from 0 to launch. And that's kind of where you're at when you're stuck and it feels like the weight of the world's against you. It feels like it's just too hard, it's too overwhelming, and you just can't figure out how to get going because your mind gets in this funky state where you just can't figure it out, or it just feels out of control. Really, I got a video on that if you go back and look, about being in control and certainty, creating certainty in your day. But you know, you've got to regain that control, and the easiest way to do that and gain momentum at the same time is to pick one thing that you can do each day and then commit to doing that for 7 days. So however you need to go about that, however, maybe you need to do 3 of those. Maybe it's 3 simple things you can do. Just gauge that on your own, right? If you're in a really bad place, maybe it needs to be really simple. If you're in not such a bad place and you just need to kind of get over the hump, like maybe do, you know, something a little harder, or maybe do 2 or 3 things. So you kind of have to gauge that for yourself based on your own circumstances, where you've been. But just pick one thing. Pick one thing. Do it and see what happens at the end of 7 days. Hope you guys have a blessed day.